Hello everyone, welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. We are here at the Starlight Festival, I believe it's called, or something along those lines. We are going to be doing the quest for this year. Last year we got to do the one and it was like basically a caroling quest, which was interesting. This time we're gonna get something for our chocobo as the prize. So it's gonna be probably a chocobo quest. Well, what do we have here? Visit my favorite adventure. Why, it's a Starlight Miracle. You simply couldn't have arrived at a better time. As you may recall from our past meeting, I am Garanje. I had the pleasure of serving as celebrant once again for this year's festivities. As you can see, the celebration is in full swing, and I have my colleagues have once again transformed ourselves into saint little helpers to dole out gifts galore to the children of our fair realm. Needless to say, there's more Starlight season than presents and pretty ornaments. This year, we've once again decided to stage a musical performance. We're ready to raise the curtain in a short while, and would be more than honored to have you in the audience. It's our fervent wish that the gift of song, too, serves to warm the hearts and brighten the faces of each and every young boy and girl in town. Father, oh father, look, one of the saint's little helpers brought me a present. No, now isn't that a splendid thing? And do you know what else? Mother and I have prepared a great feast for the family tonight. Let's head home as soon as the concert is over. Well, there'll be eel pie. You know I love eel pie. Look, the show is about to begin. That is, son. Where is it there's gonna be even grander than last year's performance? Because you don't have to work at the markets this year, we can see it together as a Starlight Miracle. Happy Starlight to you, child. May I ask your name? I'm... Nali Kanki. I'm going to shorten that to Nali, because I cannot pronounce that at all. What's it to you? Why, what a lovely name. You can call me Amph. Pray tell, why the long face? Was your present not what you hoped it would be? No, that's not it at all. I love the stuffed chocobo the little helper gave me. Truly, I thank you for your kindness. It's just that you say I really wish Father could be here. I see, do tell me more. Father serves in the God's Quiver. His name is syaoranvee. Perhaps you know of him. Anywho, he promised me a fortnight ago that this year for certain we'd go to festivities together. Then he was assigned to emergency duty. Ever since then, he scarcely comes home at night. I know that these are dangerous times, and Father's task is an important one, but is it too much to ask that he at least celebrate Starlight with his family? With the God's Quiver, you say? It couldn't be. Say, Nali, I have an idea. The concert will begin shortly. Why don't we watch it together? Thank you, but I'd rather not. It wouldn't be any fun without Father, and besides, I don't care much for song and dance anyway. Good evening to you. The poor child. It wasn't hard enough being alone during Starlight season. It must be even more painful to be surrounded by happy families rejoicing together. If only there was something we could do to return the smile to his face. Tell the truth, I just had an idea. The boy said that his father is a bowman with the God's Quiver, did he not? As a matter of fact, a contingent from the Quiver has been enlisted to perform in our concert. It may merely be a coincidence, but I cannot help but wonder if that is the true reason syaoranvee is preoccupied of late. And so I ask of you, Adventurer, would you be so kind as to lend your talents to help me chase the shadows from a boy's troubled heart? Thank you, my friend. The spirit of the saint truly does live on within you. A bowman by the name of Piers has been our main contact at Quiver's Hold. If there's anyone who could shed light on the matter, it'd be him. Alright. Let's see, I think I have to go back to, yeah, New Grandana. I don't remember where the Quiver's Hold would be. Or whatever it's called. God's Quiver, I think it was. So I'm just gonna have to pick an entrance and head for it. So might as well pick the middle. Alrighty. Yeah, I guess it's off to the east. Oh good, I could jump up there because I thought I made a mistake there for a moment. Okay, let's see here. Should be here somewhere, right? I'm Pierre's, alright. Is there something you need? Syaoranvee's boys looking for him, you say? That's odd. It's true that our bowmen have had their hands full ensuring the city was safe and secure for Starlight season. But it's hardly so earnest a task as to keep them away from seeing their families entirely. As of course, unless yes, that must be it. Let me explain. As you may know, the Starlight Celebration can trace its origins back to ancient Ishgard. Indeed, many of the choral tunes sung during the celebration to this day were passed down by their temple knights. Beyond the tradition, we of the Gods Quiver decided to join the Archers Guild to take part in this year's Starlight concert. We may lift the hearts of the children with song, just as our Ishgardian counterparts have done throughout the ages. Now that you mention it, Syaoranvee is one of those who will be taken to the stage for the main performance. No doubt he intends to keep this a secret until the curtain rises. His melodious voice truly is a marvel to behold, while some would say he's even the most talented tenor in all Grandania. And his devotion to the craft is second to none. I would not be surprised if he gave the child some excuse about guard duty in order to sneak off and spend extra time rehearsing. The performance is almost nigh, yes? If you and your colleagues are concerned, I suggest you seek out Syaoranvee out and inform him of his boy's plight. Last I heard, he was heading to Bent Branch Meadows to reunite with his loyal chocobo, who has been taken there for treatment after behaving erratically of late. On the off chance that he's already moved on, just speak of Algar at the stables. He's like us to not know where Syaoranvee went next. Okay. I believe we have a teleporter there. Alrighty, moving on here. Let's see what else we can get. Quiverman by the name of Syaoranvee, you say? Indeed, he left a few bells ago with his feathered friend in tow. If he hasn't returned to his post yet, I imagine they must have stopped off somewhere along the way. Poor bird, she's not suffering from any physical ailment as far as I could see. And she's constantly crying out, champing at the bit, and stomping her feet. I suggested to Syaoranvee that perhaps the strain of recent battles is still weighing on her mind. Happens to the birds just as it happens to us, you know. And that a leisurely walk through the woods might do them both some good. Come to think of it, I remember him saying something about swinging by the lady at Flood on the way home. Yeah, if you could find him there. Alright, let's go ahead and make for that way then. Guess we're heading off in that direction. Oh, it's not as far as I thought it was going to be. Let's see here. Look out far and wide, but find no sign of Lartenfay or his bird. Just as you're about to abandon hope, you make out a voice singing in the distance. Fa la la la. Qui. Trololo. Qui. Oh, impeccable rhythm, my friend. I knew from the day we met that you were a chocobo after my own heart. Qui. Oh, it seems we have a guest, and who might you be? Oh dear, it's true that I've been spending much of the time with the musical pursuits of late, but I never did think my boy would take it so hard. I truly made a mess of things, haven't I? And at the very time of the year when the smiles of the children are to take priority above all else. I could brighten the hearts of 100, may 1,000 children with my song, and it would mean not a thing if my dear Nally walked away with a frown. Qui. Fine bird, is she not? Aye, she is the most loyal and treasured companion. This is why I was all the more trouble when she started behaving strangely of late. And so, at the stable hand's suggestion, I took her on a stroll by the waters. Absent-mindedly, I began to hum a tune. When wouldn't you know it, she started picking up her own feet and prancing in time. That's when it came to me. She wasn't ill nor trouble of heart, far from it. She shares my profound passion for music, and merely wanted to join me in song and dance all this time. Isn't that right, my friend? Qui. Typically, Quiversold is a stern and somber place, but as the Starlight Celebration drew nearer and nearer, our halls were filled with music and sound. Doubtless she was just beside herself with a desire to partake in the festivities along with her master. Let's go with the positive choice. In any event, never in my wildest dreams did I expect my companion to respond so enthusiastically to my humbled renditions of traditional Starlight carols. Would that Nally felt the same way. Sadly, the boy is of an age where he is more interested in animals than song and verse. I can only hope that seeing his father perform on this grand stage will change that. Oh, but the elements take me. How soon I forget? You said my voice has already wandered away from the square, did you not? Which means that he will miss my performance. He will cry into his pillow tonight, thinking that his miserable father abandoned him, on Starlight no less. Don't look so glum, you say? I suppose you're right. How can I hope to put a smile on my boy's face if I myself panic and frown? But I've rambled on enough already. The concert will be starting at any moment, and my colleagues will be wondering what is keeping me. I ask one small favor of you before I go. Pray explain the situation to the Starlight Celebrant, and ask her to seek out my boy and see that he attends the performance. I'll surprise him with a Starlight memory that will fill his heart with joy. Thank you, my friend. You are truly a Starlight miracle in the flesh. And with that, my companion and I should return to the hold. We shall see you at the concert. I trust you'll be in attendance. Alrighty. I feel like he's probably going to end up singing with his chocobo on stage. Alrighty. It's funny because I completely lost where the amphitheater was originally. For some reason I thought it was in New Grandana when I first got back here to Grandania. Well, visit my favorite little helper. How fare you? Were you able to track down near Nellie's father? I see, indeed. I suspected that may well be the truth of the matter. So, Leonard Fay's passion for his musical pursuits is what has kept him away from his family. I agree that a surprise appearance from his dear father would go a long way to raise the boy's spirits. Still, how are we to convince him to attend the concert? Yes, that is a rub. Well, maybe something about his present we could do something about. Indeed, he sounded most pleased with his stuffed chocobo. If only there was a procession of chocobos and the like. Perhaps we could convince him to attend, but I fear we are planned nothing of the sort. What should you say? Martin Fay's companion is a chocobo that dances and sings. How positively bizarre, or delightful that is. Positively delightful. If this remarkable bird were to take the stage of his dear father, no doubt Nolly can be thrilled beyond belief. Why, he may even find himself enjoying song and dances he never has before. Yes, I believe I know what just to do. Leave the boy to me. In the meantime, will you seek out Martin Fay once more and convince him to make his feathered friend a part of his performance? Tell him it's for his son's sake. Alrighty. I'm assuming he's probably back at God's Quiver at this point. Alrighty. Yep, it looks like they are in fact over that way. Yeah, there they are. Right beside Furious George. Oh, for what am I to do? Forgive me, friend. I fear I find myself in the throes of desperation and despair. I had a mind to take the stage as planned. I simply haven't the heart to do. What a fool I was. I meant to surprise the boy for a performance for the ages. But what will he think when he finds out that his father is a liar and a coward, who was following when he was supposed to be protecting the people of Grandania from harm? Well, he'll never trust me again. What is this ringing, wailing, and self-pity? And you call yourself a quiver man? Bolo Lewin, what brings you to this place? I'll ask you the questions here, Lotharfay. Tell me, what is your sworn duty as a bowman of the God's Quiver? Why, of course, it's the honor I pact with the elementals to protect a 12-sword from outside threats, and to see not a single resident of fair Grandania comes to harm. Well, yes, I suppose that is all true, but to put it in more simple terms, one might say it's to preserve peace in the forest, and see our citizens can live happy and contented lives. Forgive me, Warlord, I do not quite understand what you're getting at. In other words, bringing smiles to the faces of the Grandanians' children is an important part of their duty to keep the peace in Tallswood. Do you understand meow, now? Interesting. Looking at you, I'm reminded of my own father, once warlord of the Quiver in his own right. He was a passionate man, devoted above all else to his duties. I admired him more than anyone in the world. Though I do not follow directly in his footsteps, I have chosen to honor his memory in my own way, by training the brave souls who will keep our fair wood in peace. Instructor Mallet and Guildmaster Luzine. Whatever has this humble bowman done to preserve this honor? I have no children of my own. I'd be lying if I said that watching you now, even in your worries, did not invoke a sense of envy and of regret. Even so, there's something I would rather see than a smile on the face of you and your boy. After all, it's the season for such things, is it not? And so, as the bowlords of the bowlord of God's court, I command you, put your fears aside, take the stage, and serenade young Nally to your heart's content. My colleagues and I will do all in our power to see that your deeply held wishes reach the boy. Bowlord Lennon. Do not deserve this kindness. Q. But there you go, being all glower and gloom again. Thank you, my loyal companion. You're always there for me in my darkest times. And you, friend, you look as if there's something you wish to say. Do you have a proposal? Pray tell. What might resolve my plight? What if I include my feathered friend in the performance, for Nally's sake? Come to think of it, the boy has always been fond of the birds. His dear father and one of his beloved birds taking the stage together. Meow, that's an inspired idea if I've ever heard one. Apologies for the slip of the tongue. When I say meow, I mean meow, not meow, meow. Let's say, it sounds like a foolproof plan to me as well. After all, the bird has been trained to serve on the battlefield. Surely a Starlight performance would be well within the realm of capabilities. Then I dare say the matter is settled. I trust you have no objections, Lord and Fair. None in the slightest, Bowlord Lennon. That's to say, if you do not, my fast feathered friend, what will you? Will you do this for me and my boy? Oh, looks excited. But what if our den deserves such a constant companion? This bird's gonna sing. Ah, right you are. Turn down that frown upside down, yes? And with that, I would have but one humble request to make of you. Friend, would you be so kind to conduct our forthcoming performance? Well, my companion here is eager and willing to ascend the stage with me. Will be your first such endeavor. Mind you, I too can lay claim to having sung a duet with a chocobo before. Though she has only known you for a short time, it's clear from the look in her eyes she trusts you as much as anyone, her own master included. Were you to lead the performance, I have no doubt she would be happily dance to your every construction. Is that so? Oh, we're gonna do some musical tunes again, musical rhythm game. Just as I thought. So what say you? Will you join us to make this Starlight a special one for my boy? Let's make it a performance with the ages. Yeah, bringing that back. Thank you, my friend. You surely are a saint. And with that, we should make for the amphitheater. The others will want to be started any time now. Alright. It's the same minigame as before. I don't remember anything about it because it's been a year, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. Alrighty. We got a bit of a ways to go, it looks like. Actually, I think we're closer than we were before. Isn't it just right up here? I think, maybe. No, I think we may be on the opposite end of it. Everything's all glowy and whatnot at night. It's nice. Are you T-posing? Yes, you are, apparently. Well, this is taking a while. Okay, there we go. Welcome back, friend. I see your mission was a success. Lartenvee and his charming little, or not so little, really chocobo, showed up not moments ago. I'm happy to report that I was able to convince Starlight to attend the show. What's that? You'll be conducting the performance, you say? I knew you were a woman of many talents, but I didn't expect you to volunteer yourself for this as well. Still, I thank you, friend. We are ever in your debt, and with that, I do believe we are ready to get this show on the road. Whenever you'd like to begin, simply speak the word. Lartenvee and his feathered friend has finished their preparations, so we're ready to raise the curtain whenever you are. I heard the two rehearsing just before, and without spoiling the surprise, of course, I must say I was most impressed. For a minute, it's chocobo to pursue the musical art so profoundly, all while keeping the 12-year-old safe from harm. Well, it's truly inspirational to behold. Which is not to minimize your role in all this, heavens no. As a humble token of our appreciation, we intend to reward you with special certificates of good cheer, which can be exchanged for a whole host of delighted seasonal goods, especially procured by Black Rabbit traders. That sounds agreeable to you. Let's go down to business. The business of putting smiles on the faces of every sweet little boy and girl in our audience. Needless to say, this means we need to be at our absolute best from the moment the curtain rises till the very last note is sung. Why, if even a single boy or girl got bored and left mid-performance, then I'd have every right to revoke my Starlight Celebration credentials. Fortunately, I can be certain that will never happen, not with an accomplished adventurer like you conducting the performance. Lartenvee has assured me that the Master and Chocobo are both prepared to follow your every lead, so all that is asked is you keep the tempo rousing and upbeat. It seems an enthusiastic audience has already begun to assemble. Should you feel ready, you need to only speak to one of our two celebrants stationed nearby, each of whom have been tasked with gathering together a crowd for the performance. I should give you fair warning, however. One of the colleagues has, shall I say, a tendency to be a touch enthusiastic about it. Overheard speaking to a spectator just before, and she was talking in no certain terms how this concert was sure to be the stuff of legend and feature the most remarkable performance since Meath Keeler herself took the stage. Let it suffice to say that those in earshot of her will have high expectations of the performance, which means there will be little room for error. Not that I doubt your ability to deliver a worthy show, of course. I simply suggest you prepare yourself accordingly. But I do believe it's time for me to give our audience what they wanted. Thank you again, friend. I, too, can scarcely wait to see what you and your performance have in store for us. Okay, let's see then. Oh, it's you again this year. Well, very well. Penguins are as restless as ever, and I told them if they didn't settle down, the Saint Little Helpers would bring them a lump of good blood dung for Starlight. Anyhow, I suppose we might as well begin. This way, please. Okay. All right. All right, let's do it. Let's not screw this up. Wow, I'm doing bad. Alright, I think we passed it. I got my rhythm back at the halfway point there. Alright. Where's the kid? He should be right here, right? I think everything's having to load up again. There we go. Oh, Father, that was the best. I had no idea you were such good friends with your chocobo. Oh, enjoyed the show, did we? I suppose all those hours your father spent rehearsing were not for naught. Rehearsing? You mean you weren't on the emergency guard duty after all? I'm sorry, Gnarly. I only meant to surprise you, but it seems my deception went too far. Can you forgive your fool of a father for saddening you, and during Starlight of all seasons? It's fine, Father. I wasn't that sad after all. More than that, when do I get to ride the chocobo? Well, it depends on her, doesn't it now? What say you, my friend? Would you be amenable to give my dear boy a ride? Quee! She says it would be her pleasure. Alright. Oh, that looks fun. I want to ride the chocobo too. Quee, quee. She says, come one, come all, the more the merrier. Yay! Your father's the best, Nolly. You bet he is. Actually, Father, there's one more thing. What is it, my boy? If it's in with my power grant, you need but say the word. I was wondering, maybe you could teach me how to sing. I've never enjoyed music much until I heard your voice. But singing up on stage, it just looked so much fun. But of course, my boy, though I must say there's really nothing to learn. Raise your voice and sing from my heart. From the heart, and you'll be sure to bring joy to any and all who hear it. Isn't that so, my friend? Why don't you show Nolly how it's done? Quee, quee. Ah, she's singing. The chocobo's singing. I knew it. This is the best Starlight ever. Alrighty. To be perfectly honest, I wasn't sure what to think when a chore of bowmen took the stage, but it seems my worries were misplaced. That was truly a most moving performance. But just look at all those smiling faces. You and your friends have filled many a child's heart with cheer this Starlight. Not just that, you brought together a father and a son, with a little help from their feathered friend. I dare say the saint himself would be proud. You more than earned yourself a rest, I'd say, so why not take some time to enjoy the festivities? And if you're willing to oblige your adoring fans with an encore before the season's through, simply say the word. Alright. And there goes Starlight de Chocobo. I see the supplier's right here, correct? Oh, yep, a nice, bit of stuff here, apparently. Take that, sure. And we got some nice, got some Chocobo stuff for our Chocobo, why not? Okay. And then we get a look at our Chocobo here in a second. Let's go ahead and see. Guess we're gonna head to Falcon's Nest. Go ahead and call out Chocobo here. Yep, there we go. Nice little fitting outfit there. That's pretty neat. Okay, so that goes another special holiday event for here in Final Fantasy XIV. And next up, we'll be going back to, I think, our main story quest stuff, I think. Okay, so I'll see you guys next time.